we're ready to go for Lenny Dykstra. And, of course, at the end of this hour, which, by the way, you realize this is the end of our 4th week on Sirius XM 211?
It's incredible. It's flown by. This week flew by.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
4 weeks in here.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk that we made it a month on Sirius XM satellite radio channel?
And we haven't gotten thrown off yet.
And we have not been removed from the airwaves.
There's been no angry phone calls from a program director that said, why aren't you talking more, whatever?
And we even got the blessing from Dan himself last week.
Dan Patrick checked in. Yeah. But that could all change right now.
It could.
Because as we go out to California, where he is sequestered somewhere.
We've done a lot of California love this week.
Yeah, we really have.
Yeah.
It's not planned. I mean, if I wanted to do all California, I'd go back out there.
Right.
But it's everybody's on the phone, and the weather's nice out there, and it sucks back here. But a man that we call Nails, or as the great Harry Callis called when he was playing for the Phillies, the dude, Lenny Dykstra. What are you doing, man? Where are you?
Hey, I'm getting a haircut. Had to get a stylist to come to my room because of all this COVID-19 stuff or whatever it is.
Wait a minute, you have somebody. I thought that wasn't allowed. Does Governor Newsom know about this?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. You know what? But anyways, yeah, no. So I actually tested for the virus. I'm actually there's a test out that's 10 minutes and unbelievable because when we go back to work with people, employees that get called back in by their employers, there's no way an employee can go back to a workplace without being tested, period, the end. So obviously somebody's got a plan for this. And so I found a company that's got a 10-minute test plan, and it's unbelievable. I mean, I took the test yesterday. Even though I knew I was negative, there's something about, like, getting the test and, the doctor says, okay, take my gloves off now. And it's just this is such a crazy period right now,
Now, which test is this? Because every day we're seeing, there's the one from Gilead, there's the blood ones.
Is it the swab up your nose?
They straight ram that swab all the way up to the top of your brain. Which one was it?
Yeah, so this is the easiest one of all. This is a 10-minute test. What it is they prick your thumb. You don't even feel it. Just a dab of blood, and they put it in a little thing, and then they drop the buffer on it. And what it does, it's almost like a drug test, where, and I know what those look like, trust me. And so the thing keeps going up, and it's an antibody test.
Right.
So the doctor does it, and within 10 minutes, if you had the virus or if you if you have the virus. So the bottom line is it's something that is it's a bullet. It's 98.999% bulletproof, and the thing is it's a necessity. But it wasn't a problem, like you said. They didn't have an invasive thing going down your throat and all these other things. So so it's again, there's going to be it's going to be a wild west out there when it starts happening.
Well, Lenny, you tested negative. Now, wouldn't you have rather it been that it said you had the virus at some point and you have the antibodies?
But not really some bulletproof, I mean, come on, man. You've been where I've been, seen what I've seen, what I know. I mean, it's hard to break nails, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the coronavirus had no chance, you know what I mean? But I got to tell you, man, I really did feel like even though I knew I was negative, there's something about getting the test and, no one, because it's such, I mean, the media and the people with masks on, it's like a Twilight Zone out there,
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyways,
I'd like to get tested.
I appreciate you having me on, man. I appreciate you having me on. And the thing is I'm at a point now where I'm a man of the people. See, that's what I do. I'm a man of the people. So to be a man of the people, you have to make sure that people stay safe. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, it's called
you
maturity,
can't be putting
right?
other people at risk. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. In more ways than one. You know what I mean?
So now you're in California. Obviously, you've been out there a while, but you come back now. When was the last time you were back east?
Right before the virus. I haven't been back there, but I'm going to be doing CERN pretty quick, I think. but he's not even doing it. They're all doing Zoom, or whatever it is, Boom, Ding, whatever it is. I don't know. So the bottom line is I guess New York, you guys have been just, you're in Philly or whatever, but New York's been annihilated. And
oh yeah,
and in California, the land of the great pretenders out here in Hollywood, so it is bad. But again, it's just so weird to see. I mean, we're not going into a recession; we're going into depression. Okay, I mean, there's no way you can make up for the amount of money that's been lost, and the what's going to happen coming back. I just don't know what's going to happen. We live in a life where we're always used to having a solution when something happens. But this is just no one knows what to do. So that's why it's going to be a problem that's not getting better anytime soon. So, again, it's going to get ugly. I mean, how can it not get ugly? You know what I mean?
Well, it seems to be getting better. And when I say better, there's no cure. I'm not one who buys into we have to wait 18 months before we get back to business. There's no way this country would survive that long. And there's so many of the tests that you're talking about. They're therapeutic ways of helping deal with this. Everybody wants to wait for it. Yeah, everybody wants to wait for a cure. How about the fact that there are things out there that are helping people as soon as they find out that they get it? It helps relieve the symptoms, and they keep forgetting that a lot of people are actually getting over this, and not everybody that gets it dies.
Well, you just nailed it right. You nailed it right on the head. Okay, the bottom line is 95% of the people that die are going to die anyway. They have preconditions, okay? And the other thing is like you said, there comes a point when okay, by the way, there'll never be a vaccine for this, just so you know. There'll never be a vaccine for the coronavirus because there was never a vaccine for flu either, right?
Yeah, there's no vaccine for SARS.
Right.
It took
by
the way, it took 5 years to get an Ebola virus vaccine. Right. 5 years.
Yeah. See, so right now, I mean, it's really, we're in a situation where the fear has led to, now it's getting to the point where, I mean, come on, like you can't even walk in a store without a mask. The mask, it's not even what transfers the virus. The virus doesn't transfer through the air. I mean, but again, the thing about it is, anytime somebody's in a situation where they don't know the answer and there's fear involved, okay, it makes people do things that they wouldn't normally do, just like money does. So, but again, we're at a point now, like you said. I mean, how much longer are we going to wait? I mean, but the problem for Trump is, again, if Trump turns him loose and says go to work, he's going to get buried. He says, stay at home, the economy blows up and get buried. But Trump's going to get buried anyway, so you might as well send him back to work,
Now, Len, what position, because people are checking in now saying, forget Dr. Fauci. You should be giving the daily coronavirus updates, man.
From the White House.
From the or from somewhere in California. You don't have to go to the White House.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen, this test. I mean, it was really amazing because these employees are gonna have to be tested, and picture the employees come back to their job, and so they're going up the elevator. Hey, nice to be back to work. So the guy said, yeah, me too. He said, you get tested? He said, no, but I'm fine. And the other guy said, you get tested? And the guy starts coughing. No, but I'm fine. See, the factor, the unknown factor, the fear factor, now you're saying that guy probably has it or whatever. And so that creates a work environment that you can't work in. So it's going to, like I said, we're in uncharted waters, basically. Is the way I live my life every day, so I know what it's like. So if you know what I mean.
Hey, Lenny, what do you think about sports possibly returning? I mean, let's just start with baseball. I mean,
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if baseball can make it. I mean, again, what do you have? You're gonna have to test every fan that comes in the stadium. Okay, I mean, you can't. How are you gonna do that? I mean, the bottom line is where are we at? We're in May. Okay, so.
Well, what about playing with no fans?
Yeah, interesting. I never thought of that. Wow. You mean like Montreal used to?
Yeah, exactly.
Or like
the Olympic Stadium.
Or like Tampa Bay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I know all my friends out in Tampa are going to be pissed off at me now.
Oh, man. But, I never thought of that. That's interesting. But, again, I don't know how they could gear everybody up for spring training. I just don't know. I don't think baseball can make it this year. It's just too far. And again, there's still so much unknown. I mean, it's, again, if you look at the facts and look at the stats, okay, the bottom line is a lot of people probably had it, meaning you've gotten it, but didn't know because their immune system is normal. Mm-hmm. It's people with preconditions, health that have had respiratory problems. Those are the people that are dying. And the only thing is the conspiracy that's set up where they want to knock down the population. They know they're going to die, so they just want to kill them earlier, I mean, I've heard all these conspiracy theories, you know what I mean? And you're talking to a guy that a missionary man, don't believe in ghosts, not in any weirdness, you know what I mean? Believe all that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in ghosts because I've been a paranormal investigator, so I've been in places, dark places. Sort of like I haven't been in the dark places you've been, Len, but I've been in a lot of dark places.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
House of Nails was. Now you're doing. This is a time when everybody's writing books, because you can't do anything. Is there going to be a sequel to House of Nails?
I gotta tell you, man, that was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. I mean, I wrote that book myself, and because I had a ghostwriter, but the only way to do a book right was you got to hang it out there. You got to literally, you got to put the good, the bad, and the ugly out there. And so, remember, I'm a baseball player, and so writing a book, I mean, me and Thesaurus became best friends. I was literally locked in a room for 9 months, but no, there won't be a sequel because I put it all out there. But again, like I said, I had Stephen King. I was fortunate to have Stephen King do my, do the blurb on my cover, and he said, tough, straight, sad, and strangely beautiful. One of the best stories I've ever read. But that's so Stephen King, strangely beautiful. See, he did that for me because he's walked down them dark road you talked about, like I have. Okay, we've landed on a few landmines. You know what I mean?
Len, so now you got a lot. I mean, people are, obviously going Howard Stern a lot on Sirius, and people like you're Sing and the whole thing with the bagel guy and the boxing and that stuff. And do you have a problem with people who don't understand where you're coming from anymore?
Not at all. Not at all. Because you know why? Because I know who I am. I know what I do. I mean, look, have I done things I'm not proud of? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what I do? I go forward and I give. Yeah, I'm not some hero. I'm not some superhero. I'm nobody special. But when you've been again, okay, like plant the flag on Mount Kilimanjaro and stuff in the depths of Death Valley, and you come back fighting, they're going to root for you. You see, who they're not going to root for is Ron Darwin when you find out what happened there. That's going to get really ugly. Okay, ugly. Okay.
So that thing's going on because I know Ron and I met you and I know you from Philly days. And is that thing never going to end between you and Ron Darwin?
Oh, it's going to end, all right. It's going to end. It's going to end really, really bad. Not for me, but again, when you want to pick nails as an enemy, that's your problem. I've lost one time in my life. That's it. Only one time in a big group called the federal government. I didn't want that fight either.
Sounds like it's not going to end amicably, Tony.
Well, no, it's not going to end amicably. It's just that the facts are going to come out. That's all it is. I mean, I live and die by facts, okay? Like I can never tell somebody, I guarantee I'm going to hit this time up, even if I knew I was going to hit a bullet off the pitcher. Because you know why? I might hit a ball at somebody. But I can guarantee you, okay, and I say that with all certainty, that it's not going to end good for Ron Darwin. Okay? In fact, it's going to end so unbelievably bad that whatever you think it is, picture it a million times worse. Okay?
What's something you're not proud about?
Oh, well, a lot of things. I mean, come on, stunt busters on the road, the whole deal. I mean, a lot of look lefters, you know what I mean? Just look left, Other things that I really don't want to get into. But at the end of the day, what it is what it is. And like I said, you try to get better and move forward. I'm always going forward. I don't live back there. And I give people hope. I think I give people hope. I give some people. My Twitter account is zooming all around. People have fun with that. And so if I can give somebody something to laugh about or enjoy 20 minutes of their day, then you know what? I feel good. I feel all right.
No, that's what I do. I'm on Twitter. I have fun. People will come after you. oh, you're this and you're that. And you say, you know what? I'm the same guy I've always been. I have fun. I enjoy what I do. And when I don't enjoy it anymore, I'm not going to do it anymore. And
yeah, I know. Tony DM me, man. Tony, in 5 seconds, you DM me and say you want to come on. Boom, 5 minutes, right back.
That's right, man. We go back.
Yeah, it's at Lenny Dykstra on Twitter.
And he's even following me on Twitter.
At Lenny Dykstra, and he's got the blue check mark, too.
Yes, he does, because he's legit, man.
Now, that's right, the blue check mark, that's right.
Now, everybody talks about, when you played for the Mets, obviously, and you played for the Phillies, and the fans in both cities love you because you played hard. That's why you were nails. That's why Harry Kalas called. Now, did it bother you when Harry Kalas called you the dude? The dude.
I mean, Harry Kalas, not only was he the best announcer I ever heard, but Harry Kalas could party with me.
Yeah.
He could hang with me.
Like,
I remember one night in Texas, we were in Houston, and I remember I couldn't believe it. It was like 4 in the morning. Me and Harry Kalas are dropping trowel in a jacuzzi with two, you-know-what. And the next day at the yard, Harry McKay's got his heater, his coffee, and ready to go, And I was like, man, you're my idol, man. Harry Kalas was awesome. He was the best.
He was phenomenal. Great guy, and I don't know about the jacuzzi stories, but no, he's a legendary guy.
Jacuzzi stories.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well, those jacuzzis will kill the COVID-19,
exactly.
Tony. You know what I mean?
Exactly right, man. Wow.
No, it's an all-time classic, especially watching Harry drop trowel. You know what I mean?
When Harry dropped trowel, I saw that movie.
It's a movie.
What's her name in it? Who was in that when Harry dropped trowel?
Lisa Ann, I think, was in that.
Come on, Harry. Now she's not going to come on the show anymore. She's going to be pissed off at me again. What's the matter with you? So, no, seriously, what's the future for Lenny Dykstra? I know, listen, people love you. You go on Howard Stern. You say things that, you speak your mind. They
say things that I can't believe they want me to say, but I guess people like it. But, yeah, no, the future, that's a great question. That's a great point. I got a lot of things going on. I mean, I'm doing a lot of real estate. I'm doing, again, I'm moving the ball down the field right now. Again, the way it used to be, it was always about scoring a touchdown, throwing the ball. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm okay with first down, you know what I mean?
Matriculating the ball down the field.
That's right.
No, you're just going from base to base. You get the single, maybe you stretch it into the
double. Yeah. No, that's right. Just
station to station baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah, get a walk here and there, and it's okay, man. Don't have to hit the. It doesn't have to be 180 strikeouts like these guys do. How many guys strike out 180 times? I couldn't do that if I tried.
Now, what about running into walls? Will you still run into the wall?
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the show, bro. Yeah. We're in business.
Wait a minute, you were running into walls before they padded them. I remember when Veterans Stadium in Philly back in the days, they had the wooden walls, and there was actually Veterans Stadium that led to baseball changing the outfield wall rules where they started putting padding on.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So you want to know a funny story that you picked? It's so crazy you picked that story because you know who the last person, the last owner to follow that rule? She was the tightest owner in the league.
Marge
Schott. Right.
Yeah.
So first inning, bases drunk. Chris Sabo's up, 2 outs. Hits a gapper, okay? In right center, I go flying 100 miles an hour, catch it, and I'm doing a face plant against the wall. I tucked my right shoulder, and it just snapped, dude. My collarbone, to the point where you're like it's like a sniper got you, like when you can't even run. So Marge Schott, that tight. I think I say bitch, right?
Yeah, you can say bitch.
Yeah, that bitch.
But she's dead anyway, so she can't get us now.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, well, she wouldn't even let some of their players get bad orders. It's so hilarious. But anyway, so that's how I broke my collarbone. That I kind of broke it when I wrapped the car around a tree. But that's another story.
Yeah, I remember doing a bit on WIP radio back then when I was working in the mornings, where we actually did it. We called a mattress company and ordered mattresses delivered to Veterans Stadium. And we went out there just to shame the Phillies organization and Major League Baseball into finally putting cushions on the wall.
Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The wall and then the turf. I mean,
well, the turf is
yeah. So, too, it took a few years of my career. I mean, that's like playing on literally asphalt. But again, it was great to hit on, but playing in the field, I mean, it was rough, and the football players too, I think, got all banged up on it too.
Yeah. They did. A lot of guys got injured on that turf.
So what are you guys talking about now? I mean, your show, fortunately for you guys, your show is not just sports. Your show is everything.
Yeah, but I mean, we're on nationally, so we don't have to talk about like the Eagles every day or
and
the Phillies
draft.
every day,
exactly.
and the draft every day. We cover the world, man. We're fixing the world here. Like, we're not just talking. We're making things happen, man.
Yeah. You guys see, you guys are the real deal. Unlike these guys, that are local guys. But see, what I'm saying is, like, what are the local sports shows talking about? What are they doing?
They're rerunning the Eagles Super Bowl game every day. I mean, there's nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about.
But on this show, there's everything to talk about.
Yeah,
that's the
there is.
difference, man.
And you know why? Because you guys make it happen, dude.
You're damn right, man.
Believe
Damn
that.
right, Len.
You ain't been doing it for 30 years because you don't know what you're doing, brother.
I've been doing it actually for 50, but who's counting, man?
No, really? Yeah. I love it. Yeah.
Now, has happy hour started yet, Lenny? Because it has for us.
Yeah, we're pouring our Tito's and some cranberry, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much a given, bro. You know what I mean? Because, but I'm moderation, like a gentleman. Everybody you do like a gentleman. It's okay.
What is the drink of choice? What is your?
Written by a doctor, the prescription. It's okay because it's FDA regulated, right?
Well, what's your go-to cocktail, though?
I only drink one when I drink, and it's I'm a connoisseur of vodka.
Yeah, that's what we are.
Because vodka, the best vodka in probably the country is called potato vodka, and it's made by Boyd and Blair in Pennsylvania.
Boyd and Blair.
Yeah, it's made in Pennsylvania, and it is awesome. Yeah, it's handmade. It's really, really special.
What's the name of this place, sir? Because we love
Boyd and
Tito's.
Blair.
They're stateside.
Boyd and Blair.
Yeah.
Boyd and Blair?
Blair, yeah. Pennsylvania
Yeah,
Pure Distilleries.
Where is the distillery?
Glenshaw, PA.
Where?
Yeah.
Glenshaw, PA. It's a 15116. So that's
Is that
not
up where the
anywhere
state's
near.
going to open up in
Yes.
those counties? Is it one of those counties where we're allowed to go?
Yes.
It's awesome, I'm telling you, it is that special. I mean, they make a small batch, and it's
It's out near
it's
Pittsburgh.
Really, really special.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
out
We
near
need to make a
Pittsburgh.
road trip, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need a road
should.
trip. But Tito's is good. I mean, we drink quality stuff. Just don't drink the cheap stuff, and everybody knows that, man.
No, man. Come on, man. I mean, even when I'm broke, I don't do that. You like that one, huh? Really?
See, this is the way to wrap up a week.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's Friday afternoon. It's happy hour here. Lenny, you got an early happy hour out in California, man. It's not even 3 o'clock there, man.
Early happy hours. You know what? There's a lot of early happy hours, boy. But you know what? Hey, I'm not. I feel there's no shame here. You know what I mean?
Damn right,
No,
man.
no shame.
You're not going
here.
anywhere. You're not getting in a car and driving, are you?
Yeah, I don't drive anyway, dude. I mean, driving, there's too much commotion going on, too much work. You got to stop at lights. You got to be thinking.
Yeah.
There's too many moving parts. I just, it's all too much. It's all too much for me. How you? You know? I mean, even though you're talking to a guy that got kidnapped by an Uber driver, okay? I mean, literally kidnapped by an Uber driver, okay?
Where was that, in California?
No, it was
No,
back
in
here.
New Jersey. Dude.
Oh, it was?
Crazy.
You got to stay out of Jersey, man. It's not safe there.
I don't go over there.
Dude, in New Jersey, dude, trust me, my goal in life was not to wake up in New Jersey every morning. Okay? How I ended up there is through a real estate transaction went bad, and by the way, went real bad. And so I ended up there having to get rid of this place. And like I was saying to myself, wake up in the morning, like, this is real. I'm waking up in New Jersey every morning. Because, see, when I got traded from the mess of the Phillies, the only thing I knew about like, Philadelphia was when we go across the Wall-Woodland Bridge, you look like, look like God. It's a nightmare. So when I got traded, they asked me, hey, where are you going to live? You live in New Jersey? I said, you couldn't pay me to live in New Jersey. I had to make an apology to the governor and everything else. But New Jersey.
You hear that, Governor Murphy? Lenny Dykstra doesn't even want to go to Jersey anymore.
Kind of mean chicks there too. Girls kind of mean,
Yeah, they're mean girls over there. That's why I stay away from Jersey.
It's just like I don't know, man. New Jersey is probably one of the worst states on the circuit. But whatever. You know.
Well, man, before we
At the
get
end
you
of
in
the
any
day-
more trouble, man, we're going to get.
I know. I've been good today. You know that?
Yes, you have.
You
It's
have.
been phenomenal, not
Yes,
just
sir.
good, man. This has been
All right,
great.
good talking, huh?
All right, Len,
Yeah,
good
let's
to talk to you,
let's do this again, man.
You
Sometime.
got it anytime. All he needs 1 hour's notice.
That's all I
24/7,
need. That's it. The great
There
Lenny
he
Dykstra,
is. There he
ladies and
is. At
gentlemen.
Lenny Dykstra on Twitter. Phenomenal.
Best man. Nails. The house of nails, baby. The dude.